家嚟到太古坊47樓嘅 Meta 嘅 headquarter 啦，佢係Asian Pacific 嘅 headquarter。Oh, it's fun. Look at the graffiti and the amazing furniture. Oriented? Okay, I have to do the registration. 好，我諗我做登記先。咁呢個就係今日嗰個 event 嘅地方啦，都接近有100人。呢個係 Meta 嘅 technical team 啦，佢哋嗰個環境咧太過犀利啦，好震撼啊！經常生活喺呢度唔覺香港咁靚，一喺呢一度咧就覺得香港好靚啦。特別你見唔見嗰個獅子山呢？咁呢度就係嗰個 conference 啦。咁其實出邊個 office 都好正，佢係成層嘅。咁啊，因為出邊有其他人啦，我就唔方便啦。但係出邊係好大㗎，你睇下，全部都係。望到啊，成個香港 view 啊！非常有睇頭啊！好啦，好開心，好開心，今日有機會可以參與呢一個嘅 event， 好大啊！嗱，你睇下面，你睇下邊。我諗係下面唔同嘅層數咧，就係唔同嘅 department for 唔同嘅 program 啦，或者係 design 啦。嗱，佢哋咧呢一度應該係for pantry 食下嘢嘅，因為我見到啲遊戲機啊嚇。嗱，其實好多咧呢啲公司咧都會有好多頭先下面咧就有啲水機啊，任零食㗎，咁咧大家可能都唔知道啦。其實做 IT 嘅人咧好中意食甜嘢㗎，可能因為佢用腦咧，用腦好犀利，所以好多年前咧，我喺中環中心嘅時候咧都係嘅，即係咧有嗰啲朱古力啊、汽水啊飲嘅，特別咧一捱通宵嘅時候咧，係唔知點解好中意食甜嘢，食朱古力㗎喎，係啦。咁所以啲人話咧，Yahoo裡面係好多雪櫃嘅，咁其實呢度都係一樣。咁今日我哋嘅 event 有一啲贊助嘅飲品啦。sorry，do you need help？ 使唔使幫手？咁今日咧，我哋有機會係去參觀呢個46同47層，因為其實咧基本上面佢哋都有好多層嘅，咁但係可能47層咧就係 for 嗰個 public 啦，係啦，咁所以咧就可以有機會啦。呢一個就係佢哋嘅 floor plan， 咁我就唔仔細啦。咁我哋嘅 event 咧就2點到4點啦。咁有一啲嘅expertise 啦，就會去講解一啲嘅內容啦。咁跟住4點我哋亦會有一啲 gathering 嘅酒會啦，就係咁樣。其實呢度咧嘅 security 係非常之嚴謹㗎，咁我哋只能夠喺47樓咧影相嘅啫。其實44至47咧都係屬於 Meta 嘅 office， 但係由44至46咧都係唔可以影相嘅。咁我哋跟住個 tour 行啦。好啦，咁其實呢度就呢個就係我哋頭先嘅。咁咧前面咧就有一個係 VR 嘅嘗試玩嘅 tour 啦，你戴佢嘅眼罩。咁我哋一陣間可以落去嘅。係啦。
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah, it's so it's one of the most popular VR games. Almost there. It's like 2 minutes. Again, this is like a music and exercise. You will sweat after 5 minutes. You will. Yes.
We're not there yet. So today I'm just going to about quickly introduce about AI. So I'm not sure how many of you recognize this person. So he's also probably the first computer scientist. He actually came up with an idea called Turing test. It's kind of like a very early definition of AI. So what Turing test said is, if you put a person in a room, and then he talked to a machine in another room, and then if the person cannot tell whether the person or machine he's talking to is a real person or not, then that machine is a true AI. So probably it's not like if you ever try ChatGPT, you probably wonder whether it's actually a real person sitting behind the machine talking to you, right? So we actually way past that milestone already. So actually the definition of AI keep changing because like technology keep evolving. In the past, talking to someone, having a machine that can talk to you as if a real person is already enough. Right now it's not enough. Like it's keep changing. Like for example, I think later on we will expect the AI to be have more a reasonable thinking, try to reason some things. So AI there's no fixed definition. It just keep evolving. So you probably wonder you can feel that recently there's become a very hot topic, right? So because I actually study computer science back.
Have worry about how the copyright issue. So generative AI in the image industry is having a lot of lawsuits. So Adobe last month announced that it will financially standing behind all of the content that is produced by Adobe Firefly. What it means, we don't know, but it has such a statement. So if you're worried about the copyright issue, you can use Adobe Firefly to generate images. The interface is very different. So let me go to Firefly and do a very quick image generation. Okay, I'm logging. Also have logged into Discord. I hope. Oh, come on. It's a trap. It's a trap. All right. No, I should just go to Discord. Come on, hurry up. Discord browser. Oh, I actually have Discord open. Sorry. Okay. So on Google or Discord, you have one command to do, which is imagine. Imagine something. Imagine, say, this is what I did before. Of course, I didn't write this. ChatGPT write it for me. Say the cat that I generate. This is the cat. And I go to Discord and I imagine prompt and then set it and it will generate for me. Likewise, Adobe expects same thing. Text to image, same thing. I put the same prompt and it will generate the image for me. So we take a look at the different generators. Okay, this is 15%, so still waiting. Here, slow connections. And last thing I'm going to show you. I'm going to show three things at the same time. This one, unfortunately, same thing, no referral fee for me. This is Gamma.app. And I mentioned before, our association has a magazine. We publish a magazine. So this is the article that I wrote for the magazine. It's a very normal magazine talking about what we do. We have NFT solutions, we have cloud solutions, we have design thinking and workshops, and we do things as a craftsman. So we have craftsmanship. It's a very simple document like this. Gamma can import this document and then write construct a PowerPoint or website based on such documents. All right, that is very simple document. I just upload it to it and then let it generate. And let's go back to the Discord and see. So I put the prompt there. Imagine a cat walking around Hong Kong City with the camera at the eye level of the cat, and it generates a quite satisfying images. So photographers, designers, they may be using AI in the future instead of actually shooting a photo. Okay, this is Adobe. Adobe, they will back you financially, but they give you this cat. They actually give you 4 cats, so you can choose. That's why I said Midjourney is the king or queen of image generation. Okay, now I upload this document to it, and then I'm going to ask it to generate a presentation. Let's say I generate this presentation, and okay, let's continue. And we can watch it generate. Right? This is the very last thing I want to show. Running out of time, but I'm sure it's going to be impressive because I was impressed when I first see this. Okay, making bullet points, making some magic. There are many ways to generate PowerPoints and other websites and many tools out there, and also you can do it manually with ChatGPT. But this one is by far the most impressive that I've come across. It's actually using my document to generate a whole set of slides. Right, this is my product, NFT for Beginners Web 2.9, and it was in my document as a bunch of text, and it will somehow I don't know where they get it. They will get an image. They will have these free boxes, and Cloud-Free is also one of my products. 1/10 of the cost, which is also the key of it. And I don't know where to find these images. I have no images in my document, but you just find it on the web, and design thinking workshop, and I didn't ask it to do things like that. I never know it can do something like that. I have no bullet points, nothing in my original document. Craftsmanship, innovation, things like that. So. There are many AI tools out there. Every day you will come across new ideas and new services, and all of them are very impressive. So, but because of time constraint, I can only show you this much. I have another 10 hours of content that I want to share to you, and it's split the text into 4,000 characters each chunk. Right, the things I'm doing now was essential 2 days ago, but since they have released 100K and ChatGPT 16K and 32K, this technique has become somewhat obsolete. So, but the idea is like that. I can copy it, and I ask it specifically to read the following text, do not explain, because as you remember, when I paste the interim report, it tried to understand it, try to explain what is in the interim report. So I ask it not to give any explanation, just say read when you finish reading, and it will say read, because I'm saving the context window. Because
We have more
咁
tour
咧，
guides.
而家我哋個 event 係未完嘅，因為而家咧就開始咧去參觀呢個 Meta 嘅 office
So
咁樣啦。
we have a couple more colleagues here to take you around the office. So try
Okay,
to
我哋而家去
get into groups of 10 if
Have a
possible.
look the office。係啦，因為其實 Meta 裏面咧有一個叫SheLovesData 嘅一個組合啦，咁經常咧就會希望有多啲嘅 events 同埋 function 咧，去令到新一代嘅女性咧，去多啲係可以喺將來嘅科技啦，無論未來嘅 AI 啊或者 technical 嗰方面或者 data 嘅世界咧，就多啲發揮女性喺社會裏面嘅能力同埋貢獻啦嚇。好開心今日可以學到好多嘢。
Myself. I'm your MC for today. My name is Inesh Lung, and I am the chapter lead for SheLovesData Hong Kong. So we have a really jam-packed and fun-filled afternoon for you guys. And before we begin, I see a lot of new faces, so I'm going to introduce a little bit background about our organization. Yes, so for SheLovesData, our mission is all about empowering women to upskill them to join the data and tech field. So all of the education and everything we provide is free of charge, and mostly are done by our volunteers, supporters, sponsoring companies. And we just want to, in Hong Kong especially, how I actually came about to joining the organization is that in 2019, the organization head came over from Singapore, and they hosted a wonderful workshop. And in that workshop, so 3 or 4 strangers, which is myself plus our core members today, thought that this was such a brilliant idea and great delivery. So we decided to ask and operate an organization here in Hong Kong. And as part of our approach to building the community, we believe in education, soft skill trainings, and different types of panels to help you guys. And so far, we've developed certification programs with institutions such as like University of Singapore, and more recently, we've developed programs with NCN. And again, some of them would be online and live, like these events you see here today. Next, please. So as part of our support to the UN, we helped in terms of supporting the Sustainable Development Goals number 4 and 5 by providing quality education and gender equality. So we welcome volunteers of all sorts, and we want to build up leadership in terms of like women, men, however you identify yourself, we welcome and want to help you grow in the data and tech field. Next, please. So how large is our organization? So since we originated in 2016 in Singapore, today we have over 18 chapters worldwide. Some of our newer chapters is in Mumbai, Vietnam. So if you guys ever travel there and would like to meet some of our members, you're welcome to do that and let me know. As of 2019, we even won Diversity Initiative of the Year. So we're very proud of our organizations and we have a lot of really passionate volunteers. Next, please. So just to give you guys a brief idea about what's happening today, as you can see, we have a wonderful area set up outside. So if you want to try out the new VR experience, you can, it's outside. And then later on, we're going to start with a AI workshop. And then we're going to give you guys a break. And there's a little bit of F&B and a special surprise that we'll tell you about then. And then we're going to continue with our data science panel, as well as a career panel discussion. So you find out about what's happening in the market today in terms of job scopes and whatnot. And then after our photos together, we're going to take you on a tour of the Meta office. Does that sound good? Yes? All right. Okay, so just to let you guys know.
Illustrate the use of ChatGPT for like HR department. So, I'm not going to use my brain to write this prompt. I'm going to ask GPT to write this prompt. So, throughout my whole presentation, I want to convey a principle, is that do not use our brain to do this kind of stuff. Right? Ask ChatGPT to do something. This, because we are used to just trying to solve problem ourselves. But with AI, we don't have to solve this problem ourselves. We can ask GPT to do it, right? For in a long period of time, only middle or high level management has to acquire the skills of instructing people to do stuff. Now everybody needs to have that skill. Instruct people to do stuff, and your assistant is AI. You have to learn. You have to get used to instructing AI to do stuff for you. Don't do it yourself. Ask ChatGPT to do it for you. Right, so it comes back with 5 prompts. It's just like my assistant, right? Instead, if I ask my assistant to come up with 5 prompts and then I tell my assistant that I don't like your prompts, do another 5 for me, right? The assistant will hand in the resolution letter in the afternoon. But ChatGPT will not. I will ask ChatGPT to, okay, give me another 5. And it has no complaint. It will, it will happily do so. Okay, but it has, diversity and inclusion AI. Oh. Okay, your HR policy compliance AI. Okay, so let's pick this one. Let's pick this HR policy compliance AI, and this is our prompt. I'll use this prompt and ask ChatGPT to do this update HR policy. Okay, so I stop it, and then I ask it exactly to do this. Right. So it's going to come back with a hopefully a document of HR policy. Right, but it's not giving me a document. It's going to give me an outline and a list, and I'm not happy with that. So what I'm going to do is I will ask ChatGPT to write me the document. Don't give me outlines. Like if you have an internship or junior staff, ask the staff to do the review of the HR policy, and it comes back with an outline. Then you will ask the staff to do it again. Now in the format of a document. So I'm going to stop it. I don't want a list. I want a formal document. Okay. So I'm going to ask it to write in a document format I may say in a proper HR document format. So now it should have a title, it should have something like table of content, it should have things like, oh, it's going to show, say, to attend our event as a speaker, then I can ask ChatGPT to do so, everybody knows that. Let me show you maybe something, right? This is a course that I use, that I conduct with a training partner. So it's a Hong Kong's Academy. And it is something very new. It was announced yesterday. Now it's 2.7, from 2.1 all the way going to 2.7. So it really finished. Okay. There's something new. Right, we go to Claude 200K here. I'll explain 100K later on, but I'll show you something that is very new. I will ask it to read this link and write a 300 words Facebook ad, and then I'll give it the link. Right. It wouldn't do this yesterday. I mean, the day before. It started from yesterday. We can give it a link for them to for the Claude chatbots to read. So it actually reads the link. Right. People, some people think the ChatGPT can read web links, but it could not until yesterday. But it's not actually ChatGPT. It's Claude. It's very confusing because I have tried myself. ChatGPT 4 can do it. GPT 3 16K can do it, and these other free ChatGPT can do it. So it's very confusing because it's very new. But anyway, so instead of copy and paste all this information, I can do this. This is the same. I can select all, copy, and then I just put it in. You don't have to mine all this unnecessary information, this irrelevant information. You don't have to care about it. You just copy everything and then ask it to do the same thing. So it is reading all these texts, in a very unformative manner, and then you can still ask it to do the same thing. To write a 300 words Facebook ad. So it's very output the fraction of the same thing. So it's a discover power of AI with generative AI series from Hong Kong PC, which is essentially this course. And in just 6 hours, you will learn this, learn that. Throughout the live demos and activity, you will get first-hand experience, things like that. And that is, I give it a link for them to read. This is something new. Before they can read links, I will just copy and paste, and you will see there's no much difference. The preacher is the same thing. The rise of AI changing how we work, master the latest AI technology, like ChatGPT, only 6 hours. But this is the way it writes with no instruction at all. We can control the voice and the style of the writing using natural language. We can ask ChatGPT to write in specific tone or manner. So let me ask it to write again. We write the ad in the style of Apple Inc. Keynote session, things like that. And then I hopefully I don't see it says hi, I'm Steve Jobs. Hopefully it won't do that. So introducing revolutionary new course from Hong Kong VC. In this exclusive hands-on session, you will get early access to experience the magic of ChatGPT. So you see the keywords, right? These revolutionary and magic and things like that. Insanely great, right? Right? It's conducted by chiefly veteran over 20 years. That's me. Right. So you can control this. I'll ask it. Use the following examples. Create 5. You can ask it to create 10, no problem. But I ask it to create 5 different voice and style guides for an interview with a high-ranked government official. You can actually mistype the words because it can understand, but never mind. Your goal is to help me to craft the best possible prompt for my needs. The prompt will be used by ChatGPT and will follow the process. So the first thing it will do is to ask you, right? Your first response will be to ask me what the prompt should be about. So it will first ask the question, what do you want me to write about? What is the prompt about? And then it will go through some iteration process. So based on the input you give it, it will generate 3 sections. 1, the revised prompt. 2nd, suggestions. And 3rd, questions. So every time you answer the questions posted by this prompt generator, it will improve your prompt. So we can actually try it now. So let me copy this and then paste it to ChatGPT. So first thing it will use, the internet has gone again. I have to keep my phone running. Automatically. So the first thing it will do is ask you what the prompt about. So any volunteer can give me some ideas. What do you want ChatGPT to help you? Anything. I have a student that asked ChatGPT that I want to create a new insurance product. And then after several iterations, it has a whole document of a new insurance product with all these calculations. Right? Anyone can give me an idea of something that you maybe you can give it a challenge. What do you want to ChatGPT do?
Prediction about the security.
Security of what?
Stock market.
Stock market. What's it about? Anything.
How about Facebook price rise or how about the Twitter?
The
Price going up or
okay. So you want a trading strategy?
yes.
Okay. Stock trading strategy. Okay. So it's going to ask you several questions. So it will revise the prompt to please provide information on the stock trading strategy that you would like to learn more about what this. Because this is a revised prompt. But then it will give you suggestion on how to improve the prompt and will give you some questions for you to answer. So let's see what question it comes up with. What is your experience level with stock trading and investing? So let's say you are experienced trader. And 2, are you looking for strategy to use in specific market sectors or industry like high-tech industry or like banking industry, any industry, specific industry you want?
That is
Tech?
that
Tech industry, which one?
Meta.
Oh, okay. So I will assume it is high-tech U.S. Stock for example, if you don't have it, you will have to go on to the wait list to do that. And let's say I compose a email, and with the VPN, I have a help me write icon. So in the future, nobody writes email. It's all done by AI. The network, this is the help me write button. Help me write. But the network seems slow. Maybe I route to the United States. Okay, let me try again. Compose. Help me write. Help me write. Help me write. Help me write. I'm asking for salary raise. Let's see. So I can give it reasons why I deserve it, but if I don't give it any information, it will still do it for me. I'm writing request a salary raise. I have been with the company for a number of years and participating and things like that. So I can send it to myself. I can give me my name, like let's say I'm John. I have to, you can refine it, elaborate, and it will improve it. And say elaborate, it will have all this information. So let's say I'm writing it to how can I edit it? Writing to Keith, and my name is John. Okay, so I send it to myself. Okay, I received a email from John, and I want to reply John that no, you cannot. And I create it. Hopefully it knows I'm not sending the email to myself. Okay, dear John, I understand you are requesting a salary raise. However, I'm not able to approve your request at this time. So in the future, people will have writing assistants. So I send an email to my manager asking for salary raise, and my manager asks AI to reply to my AI. So AI talking to AI, assistant talking to assistant. Nobody writes any email anymore. This is happening today. There are many other office-related use case that Google or Microsoft already rolling out, but I have no time to cover it all, so I'm going to jump onto quickly art generation. Art generation, so everybody heard about Midjourney. Midjourney is the king or queen of art generation, image generation. So, but Midjourney has ceased the free trial. So if you want to experience the interface of Midjourney, you have another choice, which is Blue Willow. This is Blue Willow, and it has the very same interface with a Discord server that you can experience how it generates images.
Good afternoon. So I'm Polly from Meta. So I've been in this industry for almost 20 years, and I have been helping a lot of retail clients, particularly e-com clients, to understand what's the values of the data, and turn all the data into value to helping them to grow their business. And one of the fun facts is here, almost 5 feet. So you see that I almost touched the floor. So if my chest rotate, don't bear with me. So maybe I will just rotate a little bit because I couldn't touch the chair on the floor. So this is the fun fact for the day. So that's it.
Thank you, Polly. I have the same issue as well. That's why I'm touching my ground. Okay, so Celine, go ahead. So thanks, Polly. Like I also have the same issue. Yeah. So this is Celine. I'm a data science and strategy manager from Matrix. So before that, I worked in banks and also consulting firms, advising my client how they can actually apply data science technology in their day-to-day business operations. So in Matrix, we help our client to, like enterprise client, to based on their data maturity, from defining data science strategy roadmap to define like data products, data solutions, and even to implementation. So one fun fact about me, which I'm going to steal, like I steal it from Polly. So we just talk about like our voice. People always ask, "Are you sick? Are you like?"
I live in Macau. I'm a colleague of Anish from university.
好啦，我排好啲飲品啦。咁其實咧，今次咧，因為Meta 裏面咧，其實有一個係好支持個 female 或者係女性嘅活動啦。咁今次呢啲咧都係贊助嘅。咁既然贊助咁好咧，通常我排咧就會，你睇下，一定要全部 logo 好清楚。凡係贊助咁好嘅咧，啲 logo 一定要排得好整齊。係啦，要好多謝呢啲贊助啊！我相信呢度冇人啦，暫時。咁呢度咧都會望到嘅 sea view 啦。咁我覺得佢好細心啦，因為其實你見到咧有好多 locker 㗎。咁細細個，咁如果貨員工咧，特別女士啦，你知除咗紙巾之外，佢哋好多 personal 嘅嘢㗎嘛。其實可能大家唔知嘅，其實做 IT 好多時候通宵達旦嘅。咁所以咧就牙膏牙刷啊，一應俱全啦，擺呢度。佢哋有一個 executive toilet 嘅，我覺得好好啦呢個 design，因為其實咧佢哋成日接啲電話咧講好多重要嘅嘢㗎嘛。咁如果同員工一齊就唔係咁好啦，特別佢有 shower。其實可能頭先我講過啦，好多時候其實咧都係通宵達旦㗎，同埋當你咧諗到頭都爆諗唔到嘢嘅時候咧，其實可能沖個涼係會清醒啲，容易飲嘢。Studio 好靚嘅，一陣間我哋係參觀啦。